Hello there, and welcome to another episode of our Hogwarts Legacy Let's Play. My name is Slytherin Knight, and I'm so happy you could join me. So, in today's episode, I thought, there's still a lot in the castle I don't have access to, and I feel like as we progress through the story, we'll get there. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to ignore the gobstones and the gobs and gobstones. We're going to ignore the Dalian keys for now. We will obviously go turn this one in just because it is done. But after that, we'll be going immediately to potions class to take care of that. I do need to drop by the herbology place to pick up the Dittany seeds. A lot of that stuff I'll probably do off camera, like after the episode's over. After I stop recording, I'll do the the housekeeping of like picking up seeds once they're done and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn this in, go to potions class, go do this, and then see where it takes us. While we're doing this, we'll probably take care of this as well, because this will be one of the few things that I want to take care of these as they pop up, because I want these spells. But anyway, that is the plan. Because yeah, if you look at the minimap, that little shield there that says there's a side quest, that is a gobstones. So I mean, we'll grab it as we go by them, but I'm not sure exactly where that is on the map. I know it's above us in the staircase, I'm assuming. Somewhere we actually haven't been. We really haven't been in the grand staircase, you know what I mean? Let's see, it's like pointing... What is that pointing to?
Revelio.
I'm not sure. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to go... Okay, I see it. I see what I'm doing. Like, that is where I'm supposed to... That is a key, so we'll... I mean, like I said, if we run into them, we'll do them. Come on. Missed. Just gotta do it right when it's above the... Right when it's up. There we go.
Excellent.
Once around the keyhole. Okay. So we got that one. The gobstone has to be up. I mean, do we want to just... I mean, because we're right here, do we want to grab it, I mean, there's a few... Yeah, a lot of them are in this area that we haven't been to. Because I just realized that, yeah, we haven't actually checked this area out. So, I at least want to grab the fast travel point.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's right up there. I can't help myself.
Revelio.
It's like I can't help myself. So is it in this area?
Revelio.
Okay, so it's got to be above me, right? So, they said high places. Oh, you know what this is? This is the divination classroom. Yep. Okay. So I knew it the moment the ladder came down like this. I know exactly what this is. Oh, that's right. Natty's mother is the professor. Forgot about that. Such an odd... So odd, that's like you have to take a ladder up to the class.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
So you keep saying, but I don't...
Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Yeah, well, she's kind of short, dude.
What are you up to now?
And there's another one.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, another puzzle door. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh! So I was right. And there is something that tells like, hey, this is the answer. This is what they all represent. That is so cool. Almost makes me wonder if this was the first one you're supposed to find. So that makes the runes, yeah, the runes is 3, 2. So this one needs to be 4. Therefore, it'll be the creature after the rune spore. That one. 0, 1, so we need 3. The rune spore. Okay. That's Sir Cadigan.
Revelio.
Interesting. And another door. Ah, this is the Arthmency classroom. Very cool. I guess, yeah, these doors do kind of count as arithmetic, don't they? Embroidered formal uniform. Okay. I'm assuming that these... So, again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. So we need 6, which would be the newt. Or is that a... Is that a moke? I'm not sure. Squid creature is 7. So we need 1. The demiguise. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. No, yeah, the unicorn. Yeah, the unicorn, not the demiguise. Demiguise is 0. Okay. I know I got severely sidetracked here. 5, 6, we need 4. Which is that creature. I can never remember what that creature's called. And then 13, so we need 5. Yeah. Easy. Easy enough. Tenebrous attire. Is that a new... Oh, is that a new, like, look? Let me see. No, it is a... I can't see what it looks like now, can I? Because I have my cloak on, but... Got new... Yeah, that is worth... I know I could potentially be selling this stuff, but it's like, I do not have the inventory space at the moment. Okay, so we're good for now. I do not have the inventory space to constantly go to Gladrags to sell this stuff. It's annoying, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Okay, so that's that. Now, shall we head off?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio.
I grabbed that one. Is there another one? I know I grabbed it. Or did it... you know what? Did it not... It may have not registered that I grabbed it. Because there's not one anywhere else. And I grabbed it on the rafter, so we'll see. Okay. Back down we go. It's kind of funny, Hogwarts at night. Did I get this one? Yes.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It makes it sound like there's one in here too, but I've grabbed the one here. This is ominous.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will.
Alright, that's that taken care of.
Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Got a new. There's a lot of updates right there for a second. Those look cool. Okay. So there's that. Oh wait, we did get a new appearance. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. I like that, actually. You know, the historian robes are pretty cool, too. And of course, these are the dark arts robes, which I do like. Or just no robe, and that's what we look like underneath. I think I'm going to stick with the quilted style for a little while. Yeah, I haven't quite found something that I really like yet. But alright. I should have... We weren't done in here. Alright, 2 potions class. Alright. Let's do it. Again...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Again, this is eerie, almost.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Dang.
Revelio.
I mean, oh, there's a... Sure, let's do the key real quick. Like I said, we'll do them as we come across them, but we're not going to be actively searching for them. There are some keys that I know I can't get because they're like locked behind probably locked doors that I can't do anything yet. Come on. Come on. There we go. Do like a locked door. Can't do anything about that.
Revelio.
All right. So while we're in here... Ah, the office. Memorandum. As heading... Interesting. Is Sharp, is he an Auror? I wouldn't think so, but you never know.
Revelio.
avoid that for now. Just a single galleon. There it is. He is. Interesting. So he is an order.
Revelio.
Kind of surprised there wasn't one for the potions classroom. Huh. I mean, that's fine. But alright, let's get into this. Teach us how to brew. Probably Wiggenwald is what they're going to have us start brewing.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Bit of a small glitch there.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Fair enough. His office.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
What do you want to know?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something
Weasley.
truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
That is the name of the creature. The one I couldn't get. I couldn't get the name of for the puzzles. It's a Fwooper. That's what it's called. Why not?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back
I'm
to me
not
when
sure
you
I
have the feather.
trust this.
Remember, precision is key when brewing.
Mongrel fur. Fwooper feather. And some eggs.
Revelio.
Could not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction
Pretty
is
sure I didn't
finished.
have a choice. I had to do it. I had to do that, I'm assuming.
Should you chop the dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Alright. Adurus. Ooh, I can make a Felix. Nice. 30 seconds, 1 minute, 15 seconds. Oh wait, seriously?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd.
It's going to explode. What's happening?
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
That's fine. Not like I could have done anything. I had to do it, I'm assuming.
I brewed an Adurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Alright.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Alright, so our next thing is... Well, actually, does Gareth want to say anything?
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
There's nothing.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
So he's not a bad kid. He's just...
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth.
Alright, now I am going to fast travel to the herbology class. Is it this one? Yeah, there is that... Yeah, that's the dungeon. Oh, different one. So I can pick up my Dittany.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be
Is it
included.
this one? Yes. Excellent. Oh, so it's just gonna be Dittany for the next 10 minutes. Okay, well that's cool. Nice. Just wanted to grab that so it's not just wasting time, you know what I mean? So, next on the agenda... Is there a better place to... Yeah, they want me all the way out of the castle. No, I need the world map. Okay, I don't actually have a waypoint for that, so we're gonna walk. That's right, it's a good ways away, so we're gonna walk. Grabbing ingredients as we go. Wait, what? I hear it. Alright, let's...
Try riding a hippogriff. You'll soon learn that Kagawa.
Did I lose it? Oh, there it is.
I almost bought an owl and died.
Whoops, wrong button.
Got it.
Alright. Off we go. Excuse me, excuse me.
I haven't been feeling myself at all.
Out into the grounds. Once we get a, once we're able to get a broom or a mount, that'll be nice. I have to go check. Is it? This is Hagrid's. I know it's not yet. We're about 50 or so years off from Hagrid, but this is his hut. Is it not? I mean, what?
Revelio.
It's locked, whatever it is. Beasts. Okay.
Off on another adventure, are we?
The Care of Magical Creatures class. Though I guess they're calling it Beasts. And that works too. It's class we'll be getting into at some point, because I know we can take care of creatures. Probably it's a way we can harvest things from them without killing them, I assume.
Revelio.
Moonstone. This is really cool. I'm all for like picking up everything we can, everything we see. Oh wait, am I heading toward? This is towards the Allery, isn't it? Yeah, it's right up here.
Revelio.
And the Sleeping Toadstool stuff, I think, is used for a specific potion, which could come in handy at some point. So it's good just to have it. You know what I mean? Same thing with Moonstone. Never know when you're gonna need it.
Revelio.
Surprising. Let me check my inventory. No, wrong one. I just want to make sure I have room. Okay. Because I've heard of like people opening a chest and their gear is full. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sorry, I just really want to see what this is. I just want to see the Allery, you know? There has to be something at the top of it.
Revelio.
There it is. That's what I was looking for. Oof.
Revelio. Levioso.
There we go.
Revelio.
All right. Well, I'm glad I went up here. There's a chest. Chest to grab a couple. Chest to grab a couple field guides to pick up. Yeah, glad we did this. Now we probably never have to come back here. There we go. Come on. Winding staircases, the bane of my existence. The Quidditch pitch, which I think we can fly to. Obviously, you know, we can't play Quidditch, which is okay. That doesn't really bother me. I feel like the level of difficulty that would have been to code for this. Huh. Never know. Oh, the running. The running's funny.
Revelio.
We're getting there. Pretty sure I've never gotten that one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I don't think I've ever grabbed that one. I wonder what these, the balloons are probably for after you can fly. This looks more like Hagrid's hut.
Revelio.
Yeah, the groundskeepers. Well, the groundskeepers hut. What's this down here? I know it's a cave, but like what? Oh, hello. A creature.
Accio. Levioso.
Okay. Gross.
Revelio.
Horn lump. Fire.
Incendio.
Oh, okay.
Accio.
So what is this? I know I said we would go check out Nettie, but this has me intrigued. What is this? A dungeon, perhaps?
Revelio.
There's a chest. Nothing else. Again, let me check my gear. Okay, we have room. Okay. I really don't like destroying gear that I could sell, but yeah, for gloves that aren't any better. What's this?
Revelio. Lumos.
I didn't think so. Nothing? Okay. Just gotta check. Interesting. So just a puzzle. I mean, it says I completed it, so... It says I completed it, so I completed it. So I'm guessing just a minor puzzle that you have to do before you can... Anyway. Just saying like, hey, there's a puzzle here, and then behind this puzzle there's a chest. Easy enough. What is this? We're going to grab this real quick before we go talk to Nettie, just so I can have it.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother.
Oh.
They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
Well,
I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
No. No, we're not going to do that right now. Well, can we? I didn't think we could actually do this. That's just a little amusing to me, I don't know why. Something tells me this is not going to be as simple as...
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
That's what I figured. It's not going to be, yeah, we're not actually going to go under the Black Lake. Yeah, it's kind of what I figured. Oh, nice goggles though, or nice gloves. There we go, and we got some Wiggenwald as well.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
And we got some pretty interesting loot out of it too.
Incendio!
And of course, there's another quest over there. There's a fair few side quests.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Okay, got a mermaid mask out of that.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Alright, well, before I grab too much...
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Well, let's see your wares.
What do you have for
I'm wondering what I
sale?
can sell.
What can I
thank
help
you? I
you
can
with
sell
today?
just about everything. Okay. So that's better, worse. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to keep any of the legendary stuff. It's all... Yeah.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
24 versus... I mean, we'll sell it just because I have a better set. I like that it says, like, hey, this is, you know, better than what you're wearing. 25 versus 26. And they're both... Okay. Just want to make sure. That's better. Get rid of that. No difference. Nice. I was wondering what they have. Erebus, leaping toadstool, lacewing flies, leech juice. So nothing of real value. Let me upgrade
to
my
see you again
Let me
sometime.
update my gear. Yeah, you same. This. Okay. Oops, wrong one. And this one. All right. Scarf. Okay. So now I can go back in and sell again. Again, typically I'll keep. Typically I'll keep this stuff.
What can I do for you?
In between episodes,
What do
so
you
you
have
don't have
for
to sit
sale?
through me doing this. But I needed to.
What
do
can
this.
I help you with today?
There we go. Now we're getting our galleons.
I hope
There's
to see you
some
again
enemies
sometime.
up that way. That's what that read. Interesting.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
What's wrong with you?
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ranrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me, my paintings.
That's terrible.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
He said, I'm going to assume he's a pain. I don't really want to. Yeah, why not?
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your cards.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken
We'll take
is
care of that
returned
at
to me.
some point. I mean,
It was nice meeting you. I wish it had
yeah, we're
been
not
under
taking care of that
better
right now,
circumstances.
just because.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
So, okay. All right. Before I get too distracted.
After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Nice. Could always go for some additional. Could always go for some additional gear. You know what I mean? Before a fight. Okay, because I know that's what this is going to be a fight.
It is good to
You as
see you,
well.
my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
I trust her. I like her.
Be on your guard.
That's why I was willing to open up to her.
How nice.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Don't know. Yeah, cottage away. We'll probably take care of that before we leave. But help the stranger. Alright. But we will be taking care of that in the next episode. Because this is that provided a perfect stopping point, I think. So, in the next episode, we're going to be seeing whatever that is, seeing what's up across the water. Most likely, like I said, it's going to be a battle. But we'll see. So, if you enjoyed this episode, which I sincerely hope you did, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below. And subscribe to the channel to stay up to date for when I post new content. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'd love to read them. But anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all next time.